You are lying on your bed, scrolling through your phone, barely moving a muscle, and yet you feel completely tired at the end of the day. How does doing absolutely nothing leave you completely exhausted? Here's the major problem. Most people believe rest equals energy. So they believe if they take rest or they lie down for a moment or they avoid physical activity, they will be energized. But that's not how it works. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why you feel tired even on days when you didn't do much, and I'm going to do it in a very complete, slow and practical way. I'll clearly explain what the real problem is, why the real rest doesn't work anymore, and what you can actually do to fix it. I'll also be honest with you from the very beginning. This video might seem boring to some people, but that's intentional because this video is not designed for quick dopamine or background noise. It's designed for real understanding. In fact, let me be clear with you. This video is a small focus test for you. If you can watch this video from start to finish without scrolling, without checking your notification or replying to your messages or opening multiple tabs, you will get massive value from it. If you can't, that's part of the problem we are about to talk about. So if you are here just to half listen while doing something else, then this video is not for you. But if you stay, things will start to make sense near the end. Let's start with a simple story. You wake up early in the morning, you are still in your bed, you haven't brushed your teeth, and you haven't done a single physical activity. You may have done some scrolling, some messaging, some replying to messages, checking notifications, but no heavy lifting or no hard work. But yet you feel tired, heavy and exhausted. And you think like you need a break, but from what? That feeling confuses people and they say things like I'm lazy or I'm unmotivated, I lack discipline, I need a break. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The tiredness that you are feeling right now, it's not because of any physical or any mental effort. It's something else. Before we go any further, I want to make this clear to all of you that this video will be slow or it might seem boring to some people because there are no shortcuts, no hypes, no 5-second tricks, nothing, no fast editing. This video will be complete raw. And if I rush this, you might misunderstood it and you go back right to feeling tired tomorrow morning as well. So slow down with me, watch this video without getting distracted. If you feel the urge while watching to open another app or to go back to scrolling, notice that urge because that urge is part of the problem. Here's the first idea most people get it wrong. People think energy is all about taking rest, but actually energy is all about what kind of input you are giving to your brain. Let me explain you in a very simple way. Think your brain is like a human stomach. Yes, a stomach. So just like food, when you consume real food, though it is heavy, but after the consumption you will feel highly energized and your body will be satisfied. But if you snack up all day, if you eat junk food, sugary food, cold drinks, at the end what will happen? You will feel bloated, tired and exhausted. Junk food also provides the same amount of calories just like the real foods, but they give totally different results. So scrolling, watching short videos, consuming pornography, these are all considered as junk food for your brain. So if you consume these kind of content each day, your brain will not be energized. Instead it will feel foggy and tired. Let's be precise. There are 3 types of tiredness. First is the physical fatigue, the hard work that you do with your body. Second is the mental fatigue, when you focus on a certain thing or a certain task for a long time. Third is the cognitive overstimulation, when you take too many shallow inputs without any focus. Only this third one is making you feel tired all day without doing anything. In modern life, most people are suffering from this third one only. When you scroll, your brain is constantly doing micro tasks. New idea, new video, new content, new emotion, new everything is new. Your brain is never finishing anything. It keeps on starting. And the problem is starting things over and over again costs energy. This is important. That is the reason deep focus feels tough at first but energizing later, and mindless consumption feels easy at first but later it becomes exhausting. So what do people usually do when they feel this tired? They take rest. They lie down on their bed, but they keep on scrolling. They keep on consuming content. But that's like you are trying to lose weight by consuming junk food. You are resting your body, but you are constantly overstimulating your brain by consuming content. So the tiredness never leaves. The book I am holding right now, it's White Nights by Fyodor Dostoyevsky. If you want to read this book, I have added the link in the description. You can purchase it from there. There is consistent finding in recent study is that your brain recovers energy not from doing anything but from doing low stimulation tasks. This is the reason why reading, writing, walking, sitting quietly feels oddly refreshing, though it is not fun. It is not a fun activity at all. While doing this activity, your brain finally gets something to do it completely, not leave it in the middle. Here's the major problem most people don't see. They never let their brain rest. Every quiet moment is filled, every second goes to a screen, so the brain never resets, and eventually everything becomes exhausting. This is why motivation advice also fails, because it assumes you are not doing enough. But the real problem is you are doing too much of mindless consumption, and no amount of motivation can compensate for overstimulation. Here is the main idea. Real energy comes from depth, not excitement. Excitement gives you short bursts of energy, but real energy comes with depth. Most people chase excitement. Very few people go for depth. Depth doesn't mean productivity, it doesn't mean grinding, it doesn't mean motivation, it doesn't mean discipline. Depth means one task, one thing, one context, one direction, no quitting, no switching, even if it's boring, and especially if it's boring. We are taught that boredom is bad, but in our modern life, boredom is the absence of overstimulation, not the absence of value. So boredom is the doorway that your brain has to walk through before it can reset. If you can't allow boredom in your life, you will never be able to recover yourself. Now let's be practical. This is not about changing your whole life, it's about adding tiny improvements in your daily life. Step 1. Identify fake rest. Fake rest includes scrolling, porn consumption, mindless videos, short videos, internet browsing, and switching apps. You can call it whatever you want, it is consumption only. Step 2. Take a brain break. Every day at least for 20 to 30 minutes. No phones, no music, no multitasking, no social media. Instead, you will do any one of these activities. It might be reading, writing, thinking, sitting quietly, walking, and especially sitting quietly and thinking. These activities might feel uncomfortable at first, but that's normal. Step 3. Don't chase feelings. While doing any one of these activities, you won't feel motivated, you won't feel excited, but let that go. You are doing these activities not to feel good immediately. You are doing one of these activities to let your brain settle. Step 4. Wait for the results. This is the most important part. You won't feel the energy right away. You'll notice the energy later that day or the next morning, or when you start a task, starts going to feel easier for you. That's the sign when you know that it is working, and your dopamine level comes to a very baseline level. And so when you practice depth, your attention span rebuilds, you're able to focus much better, and your dopamine comes to a baseline level, and you stop feeling tired for no reason. It's not that your life has become easier, but your brain has got the chance to breathe and reset. Let me be very honest with you. Most of the people won't even try this, because reading, writing, studying, building a business, or learning a new skill, it takes time. It takes a lot of time, and there is no instant reward. And I have repeated this before, and I will say this now, that the people who will succeed in the next decade, they are not the most talented or the most intelligent people, but they know how to control their dopamine and how to control their attention span. Because in this modern life where everyone is distracted, focus and attention becomes a superpower. So if you feel tired even after doing nothing, remember this: you're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, or you don't lack discipline. Your brain is just overstimulated. Energy doesn't come from taking rest. Energy comes from what kind of input you are giving to your brain. Depth restores what excitement drains. Remember what I said at the beginning, that this video will be slow and boring. That wasn't just accident. If you have watched this video till the end, you are actually practicing the skill that fixes the problem, that is attention span. If this video has helped you in any way, hit like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. It's the same handle, Upgrade Project 101.